Welcome back to BLOCKTV. It's time now for Predictions Market, where we'll take a look at what some of the big names in crypto are predicting for the future of Bitcoin. We're cutting through the mess to see what analysts are saying and holding to account those just seeking for a headline. Breaking with the regular format, we have here a prediction which claims you can set your watch by it. This theory comes to us from Harold Christopher Berger, entrepreneur, engineer, and self-proclaimed Bitcoin optimist. And his model states, the price will reach $100,000 per Bitcoin no earlier than 2021 and no later than 2028. After 2028, the price will never drop below $100,000. The price will reach $1 million per Bitcoin no earlier than 2028 and no later than 2037. After 2037, the price will never drop below $1 million. Now, while Berger is not the first to notice these patterns or to truly espouse this theory of price movement, he does so with a clarity and precision as to make it markedly accessible. So let's break down how Berger comes to us with such specific numbers. This is how we're used to seeing Bitcoin represented on a linear scale. By this model, it looks as though Bitcoin did almost nothing until 2017, because the sheer magnitude of that boom cycle which dwarfed all others on the charts. But, as any of us who are familiar with the sphere can tell you, this is far from the truth. If we were to view the price action of Bitcoin on a logarithmic scale, by which each point on the y-axis is an order of magnitude, that is to say $10 to $100 to $1,000, etc., we see that something truly remarkable begins to form. Rather than just one spike, we see that Bitcoin has been steadily growing since its inception. This growth coming in boom and bust cycles that follow a clear pattern, which can be highlighted by this regression line that fits the model with remarkable accuracy. Now from here, the model becomes, let's say, a little more technical. But suffice it to say, if you fit a series of trend lines to the logarithmic chart, you see some distinct patterns emerging. From here, you can project out into the future to see what would happen with Bitcoin if the last 10 years of historical trends continue into the future. Firstly, you can see that Bitcoin will continue its boom and bust cycles, spending approximately half its time in either of the green and red bands of growth. But as we stated at the top of this story, growth will undoubtedly continue for a long time to come. Also, the growth of Bitcoin has slowed and will continue to slow in long-term trends over time. While it took just a matter of months to grow an order of magnitude in 2011, today these cycles play out over years. But this is to be expected in a maturing market. Berger concludes that there will be peaks and that it will take years to overcome, and we'll continue to see dramatic boom and bust cycles, which are hard to precisely predict. But it can give us some clarity on some of the most dramatic predictions for Bitcoin, such as Kenneth Rogoff's $100 in a decade prediction, which by this model seems to have utterly missed the boat. But also that John McAfee's $1 million by 2020 is somewhat premature. Given the mathematical nature of Bitcoin, it is perhaps unsurprising that these patterns are emerging and could come to be the defining characteristic of price action. As limited supply and dramatic halving periods drive demand, perhaps all those getting in now could be able to reap the long-term benefits of some staggering market growth. Well, that's our theory for Predictions Market this week. What do you guys think? Do you think the logarithmic scale holds up? Do you think we'll see those massive gains in Bitcoin over the years to come? Let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, stay with us at blocktv.com. I'm Asher Westrop Evans. Thanks for watching.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.